Hello, everyone. This is Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Reese, and we have Savanna Woods from Team Kelly with us right now. She made it through the blind, she made it through the battles, and now is going to the four-way knockout. So we definitely have some questions. We got to catch up on everything that's happened so far. But Savanna, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Congratulations on making it this far. I cannot wait for the four-way knockout. But first, I gotta ask, when you were doing your blind auditions, did you know you wanted to be on Kelly's team, or did you have any like picks or preference for that?
Good question. I actually had thought about it before, and I thought that if Kelly did turn around, I would want to be on Kelly's team. But I gotta say, Nick did give a very convincing argument. I
Yes.
thought about it, but at the end of the day, I wanted Kelly.
Yeah, love it. So Kelly didn't get to be there for the battles. Did you get to like get any coaching tips from Kelsey? Was she able to meet with y'all before the performance at all?
No, that was the first time that I had seen her was during my performance,
Hmm.
and she gave really good feedback afterwards. But it was all very last minute. Kelly getting sick and everything, so the practices that we did before and all that was still done with Kelly. So it was kind of nice getting two different people's feedback.
I completely agree. And honestly, I think it's kind of cool when you get to like, it's not great if you lose, but then if a coach saves you, like you would want to like work with as many coaches as possible. So I thought it was kind of cool that you got that experience with Kelsey for sure.
Totally. Yeah, it's just an added bonus. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't really mind. She was a lovely coach to take the place of Kelly for the day. So it all worked out for me. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have felt the same way if I went home,
Right.
but
Yes.
at this point, I'm still here. So I like her.
Yeah, it's great. Well, you
Yeah.
got Dreams by Fleetwood Mac for the battles, and we know that you have sang that song. You're familiar with that song. What was your reaction when you found out that that was the song you were going to sing?
I was pretty stoked about that. Because, yeah, I love Fleetwood Mac. It's
Hmm.
kind of in my wheelhouse. And so I wasn't intimidated by the song. I was excited to rearrange it because that's the fun part about a battle is you're in a duet and you get to arrange the song in a new way and a fresh way for people to hear. And we wanted to kind of create a story with each other and kind of perform the song in a way that it hasn't been performed before. I thought we
Hmm.
did a good job.
Oh, it was so good. I was literally just
Thank you.
listening to it right before the interview again. I'm like, this is so pretty. It's so good.
Thank you.
I also saw that you have some original songs up on YouTube, and now I'm gonna have to spend my whole afternoon listening to these. So thank you very much.
Yes, I'm primarily a singer-songwriter. I have hundreds and hundreds of originals. I actually just got scammed right before this meeting. I got asked to write a birthday song for a little boy, and I wrote it really quick in like 20 minutes. Turns out it was all a big hoax,
Oh my God. Are you
but that's okay.
serious?
My innocent little heart. I always fall for these damn scams.
So ridiculous. Who has the time to that's a whole nother thing. But now you have a birthday song if you actually need it for someone. So
Oh, for sure. I just changed the lyrics. I'm still sending
yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
not Happy Birthday Solomon now. It's F.U. Solomon.
Yes. Yes. And yeah, guys, if you're watching this, definitely go to YouTube, look up Savannah Woods, and all her original songs pop right up. So go and
Thank
check it
you.
out. Oh yeah. One thing I'm kind of interested about, I've never asked this before, but how much rehearsal time do you get before you actually like rehearse with your coaches or your advisors and mentors?
That's a good question. And I don't know how much of that I can really divulge, but I mean, it's all dependent. Like this season is different because it's COVID season. And so different dates are pushed around. And so we got probably more time than we usually would get because, yeah, with COVID and them wanting to keep things safe, our performance date was pushed. But yeah, we do get a good amount of time to practice beforehand before we uh, present it to the coaches while being,
Yeah,
filmed. I think they
right.
want us to have an idea of the song before we're actually on TV.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful for it. Yeah.
Well, speaking of maybe something you can't talk about either. We'll go and get this out of the way, but can you give us any kind of teaser on working with Snoop Dogg and preparing for that performance?
Oh man, that honestly, I can't give details, but that was probably my favorite thing about this whole experience so far. I was actually surprised. I had no idea what the mentor was. So it was a very lovely surprise. So weird. Like to walk out and see Snoop Dogg, it was like,
Yeah.
what? But it went so well. I had such a fun time singing for Kelly and Snoop. Like I said, it was probably my favorite experience thus far. So I'm excited to see, it on TV this Monday. That will be fun to see, but it was very fun to experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's been so cool seeing him give all that advice. Like so good, so knowledgeable. Like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, you wouldn't think like Snoop Dogg is a vocal coach, but he's a producer. He's worked with so many people. He's amazing. People are always, when I tell people, it's like, what? Snoop Dogg as a vocal coach? But he had amazing feedback and really like down to earth. And what's the word? The word that I'm not doing right now, when you're able to put your thoughts into words very well. Whatever that word is, he is.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Articulating. Yeah, he did a good job articulating and all sorts of things. But yeah, I loved it. Snoop's awesome.
Well, I was gonna ask what your favorite moment on the show has been, but you kind of just answered that. So the last question I have for you is, what do you think you've learned the most about yourself during this experience on The Voice?
Well, that's a good question. And I mean, really, I say the Snoop Dogg thing was my favorite, but all the experiences are my favorite. What probably even tops meeting Snoop Dogg would be the actual performances, because there's a lot of stuff around the TV show that isn't actually performing. But at the end of the day, I'm here to sing. And so when I actually get to step on that stage, perform like what you've seen, Zombie and Dreams and the upcoming song, like those are the best and my most favorite experiences, because finally what I'm here to do, and it feels so good to perform up there. What was your last question? I just whizzed right by it.
Learned about yourself. I had to think about it too. What have you learned most about yourself during your time on The Voice?
Ooh, yeah, good question. I've learned a lot about myself, my style, like honing in part of my style. I have a lot of different ways that I sing and ways that I perform. And this is a completely different way. I'm really able to embody more of my rocker side, because a lot of things I've been doing, especially for the last year, I've been live streaming because of COVID, and it's just me and my guitar. And like, I'm a songwriter. So a lot of that stuff is not as rockin', So this has allowed me to really step into that part of myself, and to have a full band on a big stage with all those lights, like you got to step up. And so I love like stepping into a situation, and these moments call for you. Like you can either break and be anxious and I don't want to do this, or you just get it together, be in the moment, step up. And it surprises me even what comes out in those times. And that's a lot of people ask where my confidence comes from, because it's like you just don't have any choice. Just be there in the moment and step up and adapt to the situation. And so that's what I've learned a lot about myself, how adaptable I am, and things that I didn't know I could do vocally that I've been able to do because I've been given such a big platform to step into. I mean, so many things. The list goes on. This is a new experience, as I'm sure you could imagine. Even performing my whole life, you still don't perform in this way. So the whole experience has been new, and I've learned so much about myself and
Awesome.
What it takes to get to where I want to be.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And you mentioned your like live stream performances. Have you been able to still do that during the show, or did you have to stop doing that for a little bit, or what's kind of going on there?
I have been live streaming during the show, but I just recently stopped because they want to keep it fair for when live voting comes, because I'm in the 4-way knockout and that's voted on. And so I recently, like as of last week, I think did my last live stream concert, because I've been doing Wandering Wednesdays for years. And so the only time I've ever skipped that is when it's necessary for legalities and such. But So I'm temporarily on hold for my live stream concerts, but once the show's over, I'll pick those back up because
Excellent.
those seem to be a hit.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, Savanna, thank you so much for your time. It was really, really great talking to you. And again, everyone watching this, go find her on Instagram, follow her there. And like I said, she has a bunch of original songs on YouTube. Go find those on there. And yeah,
Thanks, Craig.
congratulations on making it this far. Good luck on the four-way knockout, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you more later this season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I look forward to talking to you later.
Thank you. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up for us. This is Craig Reese with Hollywood Junket. You can find all our videos here on YouTube at Hollywood Junket. And Savanna, one more time, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thanks so much.